Pop culture nickel.
Okay, so the massacre. Well, it wasn't. Yeah.
From Sharknado 2.
But I liked the landing of it, not so much the massacre that happened.
I like the whole thing, though, from, like, the start. Yeah. Like, to me, it was, like, the best opening scene of any of the Sharknado movies, because it really set the tone for Sharknado 2, the second one. A lot more guest appearances in this movie. You didn't have the celebrity cameos in the first one so much as in starting with the second one. So, like, there was a lot of celebrities on the plane, and I think it really set the tone for the second movie. It was ridiculous, from, like, the sharks in the clouds.
For the first one, it was people were cool before it was cool to be in Sharknado.
Yeah, exactly.
And the second one, now it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool to be in the movie. Like, it was this big cult thing. So, but I was saying with the introduction, too, like, some of the things that made it so great were, like, the crazy parts with the sharks in the clouds. Then he looks out the window, and there's the shark on the wing, and then he goes to the washroom to wash his face. And we were discussing it with each other. It would have been great if he, like, looked in the mirror and saw his face, like, as a shark's face or something. And they didn't go that extra extra mile.
Into the abyss long enough.
Yeah, exactly. You're having PTSD where you think you are a shark. It's crazy. But I thought that would have been a neat little extra touch that they didn't go for. But I just really enjoyed the whole thing, though, like, from Will Wheaton getting eaten to...
I like that the airplane pilot was the pilot from Airplane.
Yes, the pilot from Airplane. You had Kelly Osbourne as a stewardess, getting her head bit off, and there was a lot of carnage on the plane, and then even, like, from that to, like, the landing where Finn takes over the plane and is able to land it himself. It's all insane, and the fact that he was even able to get into the cockpit is crazy.
Well, I like how he's able to get in there, and he decides he's going to land the plane, and that's pretty much it. It's just, I'm landing this thing. It's like, wow, like, you're not even going to pretend that you need to be talked through this.
Well, you know, like, the thing is, when you're a surfer, you know how to navigate, so really, like, the skills should translate to flying a plane, right? I mean, you pay attention to the wind direction, the wind speed, and you quote-unquote wing it from there. You see what I did there?
Yeah,
you wing
I did.
it. He had a wing and a prayer, as it were. And then the shark bites off April's hand in the plane, which is a huge plot point for the rest of the movies going forward. And she thought...
You say it's a huge plot point, but let's face it, she was going to be fine.
Well, no, but I just mean that, like, it starts the evolution of her having, like, weapons attached to her body and stuff. And that's something that they play off of, like, with each consecutive movie. So that's a pretty important, like, thing to start in this series as well. And she says that she thinks it's like the shark knew who she was because they had stopped the previous Sharknado. So, I mean, it shows that these sharks are working together, possibly. They talk amongst each other, and they're coming for the shepherds, they're coming for the shepherds, even though they are never successful at actually hurting the shepherds and kill, like, millions of other people instead. It's crazy.
I was trying to think of what villain that's like, but that's like a lot of villains.
That's a lot of villains. None of them ever succeed at killing their true...
I've been foiled again.
Yeah, they never succeed. They never succeed at killing their true enemy, you know, like the Joker or, I don't know, countless other comic book villains at least. Like, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's villains elsewhere, too, so...
Yeah, Mr. Freeze, there you go.
Everybody freeze!
Oh.
Everybody freeze!
No,
it's time for Arnold to come back. He will slay a shark. It's time for the Sharknado.
Of course it is.
It's time for the Sharknado to go boom.
How much time is left on this timer? Are we done this one yet?
No, we're not. So I'll go on for a little bit longer. I'll be back. Is the time about to run out of the timer? It's not a doomer. Grab my hand.
What the hell?
What? Those are various things he says.
But you can't grab her hand. It's gone. It's inside the shark.
That's true. That is true. So, yeah.
Point.
You can grab her other hand, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy how at the end of the movie, Finn just takes the hand and he takes the ring off of it. I won't be needing this.
Sorry.
Oh! You were just listening to a clip from the Season 2 premiere of the Pop Culture Nickel podcast. If you like what you heard, you can subscribe and download for free on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and pretty much anywhere you find great podcasts. You can also find us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All of those links are available on our website at popculturenickel.podbean.com. Stay fresh, and as always, don't be a lemon, be a Pop-Tart.